Hey, what's up? I want you guys to, can you guys see my Ruth B sweatshirt? I hope you can. Um, I actually just wanted to come on and tell you guys about the Morgan Wallen concert because I went on day two, so I went on Friday night. I kept hearing about it. I kept having tables who were coming in and talking about it. And I was like, you know what? Because I worked a morning shift and I'm like, I'm off. I'm going to go. So I went. I paid like $50 for a ticket to go. I think I might have been like one of the only black people there, which is kind of funny. But also, I am now a Morgan Wallen fan. Like, I get it. I didn't get it before. And he has a set list, an Apple Music playlist, which is the set list. So it's all the songs that, he played. And there's some that stick out. There was this one called Cowgirls. I like that song a lot. I've been playing that. He also has this other song. It's called like Sand on the Beach. He has this, so there's a city in Tennessee called Knoxville, and I guess it's a small town outside of Knoxville. That's where he's from. And he talks about that, and I thought it was very cool. I thought it was really cool. I just wanted to make like some content about the culture of the concert. So some of the things, when I said this yesterday or last night in my, Drake and Kendrick video, where I was talking about how the city of so Nissan Stadium is a really huge concert venue in Nashville. Okay. Like every city has their concert venues or whatever, and the one in Nashville is called Nissan Stadium. So he like pretty much sold out Nissan Stadium for 3 nights. So people from it's all over Tennessee. So Nashville is Music City, but it's like surrounding towns. So Knoxville, Dickerson, just Hendersonville. There's a lot of places in Tennessee, and then probably some people from other states came from Kentucky. People flew in from other countries to come see it. Just there's a million reasons that people want to see him in Knoxville, but it's really cool to do stuff like hometown stuff, like his mom and his grandma were there the night that I went, and he was just really pumped about that. On the stage, he set up like his grandma's house, like one of his albums. He wrote it or something like in his grandma's house, and I posted a little video of it on Instagram, and it was cool because I guess the drummer or the bass player saw the video and he liked it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I was able to like look at his profile, and just kind of, if you watch his stories, you can see like, just like little insider clips of what it's like to be on tour with him right now. And I thought all of that was just, it was way cool. It was really inspiring, man. Like, I feel like the way that I would describe Morgan Wallen as an artist, initially, like when I first came to Tennessee, I didn't get it, mostly because I didn't understand anything about country music in terms of like 2020 and forward, like what is country music. And there was something called like country pop. I would say maybe like Lainey Wilson might be a good artist who is representative of what country pop is. I really like Katie Offerman. She's great. I listen to her. There's like Haley Kearns, who I'm listening to. I don't even know if I would say that they're kind of like the country pop girls, and maybe I'll make a video that is describing exactly what that is, because it is a little different if you haven't if you're not maybe like in the South and you don't listen to country radio, you might have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to, but if you know, and I just want to make some content for those who know. Especially because we probably won't have very many black girls making videos about how they went to the Morgan Wallen concert, so I'll make it. So like, what was it like why? I called Morgan Wallen, or I think that Morgan Wallen is basically like the male version of Taylor Swift. Why? Because he is singing about feelings, about relationships in the same way that like Taylor Swift is singing about feelings in relationships, but he is actually giving a straight male perspective. Like in the same way that actually like Frank Ocean also makes a lot of songs about like feelings. Chris Brown makes a lot of songs about sex. Drake was like teeter-tottering this line about like in his feelings, right? We've got, but I think he was teeter-tottering it. He didn't go deep enough. On some songs he has, but I think Morgan Wallen's got like 4 fucking albums or maybe more than that. He's got a couple albums. He's like at least 3 albums in at this point where he's legitimately just talking about I feel this way, I feel that way. Here's how I feel. Listen to my feelings. Oh, this girl has me down bad. I need some whiskey. Like it's him taking his problems out on alcohol, which is like, it's a serious blue collar problem. And it is great because like there's some fun songs like Last Night or like Cowgirls. There's other songs like Whiskey Glasses, you know, but it's really giving all American in this way where I feel like Lana Del Rey and Morgan Wallen, that would be a wonderful collaboration also. Like Morgan Wallen and Lana Del Rey making something together would be like nuts. It would be great. Also, some of my coworkers, we were joking, like what if Morgan Wallen and Taylor Swift dated and then broke up? We would have music for the next 50 years. Like that would break the internet. If Morgan Wallen and Taylor Swift dated, the internet would break. And we would get so much music. Like I'm secretly hoping that this happens because I want this perspective. Like I need this songwriting in my life. So I'm hoping for that, but I don't think that will happen. But you know, let's not even count anything out because it's 2024. So maybe let's put it out there and it might happen. But yeah, I guess I'll just include like the set list below. I also I made another video that was talking about what song did it? There was one Morgan Wallen song, like, oh, Somebody's Problem. I made a video about Somebody's Problem because I heard that one, and to me, it was very representative of something that was familiar about like this like lust, longing that happens with a lot of men toward women that they are attracted to. And there's 2 other things that I want to bring up in this video that I think are worth mentioning. So because I work in restaurants, like the days that the concert was happening but I didn't attend, there were a few tables and parties of like very like young women, like really pretty, like young, they were all white, but like pretty young white women who were there either with their friends or their parents or their fathers. There was like a lot of like father-daughter dates, and the girls were like, you know, they were Morgan Wallen fans. He's so cool. Some of them were like really young, you know, like tweens. And it was really cute. And I feel like I started to see the like cultural significance and impact of Morgan just telling his story and just being a male in society with honest feelings about relationships. Even though I'm not going to say his messages are super like constructive, like I definitely don't think promoting alcoholism is a good thing if you're like, oh, I'm going to drink this whiskey when I have the problem. But at the same time, not everyone is going to seek therapy. Like if you're in the country and you're like a redneck, therapy might not be something that you're like reaching for. So instead you might just, you know, have alcohol. And that is a real part of life. It was just really cool. Like I guess I hadn't seen, you know, I think it was way more than just blue collar America as well. But it definitely seemed like what it wasn't was like the 1%. The 1%ers weren't going to the Morgan Wallen concert, but it seemed like the middle class of America was. And I feel like Taylor Swift, Drake, and Morgan Wallen have all captured something about middle class America that so many other people have brushed over. Well, and Beyonce right now. They have captured like middle class American experiences and culture that a lot of people like to overlook it as though these experiences don't exist, and they truly, truly do. So I just wanted to make that. Oh, I said this, but I'm gonna just say it again for the perspective of Black women, maybe who don't actually understand white artists in country music and like what's happening with Morgan Wallen and who he is. It's like a really big country singer, and he's opening a bar actually in Nashville called That Bar, and he has a song called That Bar. So that was really cool. He actually announced that on Memorial Day, that's going to be the opening day for the bar. So that's really cool. That's actually something I might check out, just because I don't know how to celebrate Memorial Day. I don't know all the American holidays. I'm not saying they don't mean much to me, but like I don't have any other plans for Memorial Day. So like I'll probably check it out just to have that be, so it's something that's happening in the city, and also it's like kind of an open space. I don't feel unwelcome there, so maybe I am. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So that's pretty cool. I really do appreciate having like straight male perspectives to just listen to and pull from, because it normalizes like the feelings that these men have toward attractive women. I'm just gonna say like attractive women as like a blanket all, like whoever is attractive to Morgan might not be the same woman who's attractive to like Drake or whatever, but the concept remains the same. So especially as a Black woman, it's refreshing to like kind of get back to some things are kind of primal, right? And some things are kind of gendered, where the way that like straight men feel about women is like understandable enough that you can apply it very broadly across geographic regions to say like, oh, this experience translates. And I think that Morgan Wallen is a great example of someone who's done that, and I just want to talk about it and highlight it and acknowledge that like that does exist, and demonstrate in some ways with his songs. Just you can go listen to the songs for yourself. I've mentioned a few. I'll put the playlist in the description box, but the concert was awesome. Sand in My Boots, maybe one of my favorite songs right now. I've been playing it like over and over again. Before I went to the concert like a month ago, I was definitely listening to Somebody's Problem like every day, because it reminded me of like kind of something I've gone through in the past, where like that someone is like really into you. I'm talking about myself. Like I knew that someone was really into me, and then when I ended that relationship with that person, I kind of knew that it wouldn't be okay, like they were going to remember me. And so that's the message, that's the theme that Morgan is unpacking, and I think that that's interesting.